You can't move shit after I
got close to the camera.
Damn it. Hey guys, Brooke here. So we're here with Josh from Darkhorse Tactical Solutions and Andy.
Hi.
And the reason that we're here is Josh has been kind enough to make some holsters for us. You guys will see that on an upcoming video in a little bit. But right now what we're going to be doing instead is we're going to be covering some of the stuff that just came out at SHOT Show. So we're just going to go over it real quick and get everybody's first thoughts. I've talked to him a little bit about some of the stuff, but I haven't talked to him about other stuff. So, right? I talked to you about it.
Yeah, by all means, proceed.
Well, and I talked to you about that Franklin arm.
Oh,
anyway.
Yeah, the reefer.
Actually, you know what?
Reefer Madness?
Let's go ahead and talk about...
The worst in a musket.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the Franklin armor
Slightly worse, you
Reformation.
can't put rifled slugs down it.
So you guys have seen my opinion on the Reformation. I'm not a fan of this piece of shit. So, Josh, what's your opinion on it?
Well, it's kind of a $2,000 smoothbore with grooves in it. I mean, it's kind of pointless because why are you going to waste $2,000 when you could build a good quality AR for $1,500 and pay a $200 tax stamp and you'd save $300?
Yeah, you know, when I heard about this thing, I was obviously I was skeptical at first when they were talking about the straight lands and grooves is how they kept saying. They didn't just say it doesn't have rifling in it. It has straight lands and grooves. So when they were talking about that, I was like, oh, it sounds like a piece of shit. And then I heard the price, and I actually laughed out loud. Like, $2,000? Did you hear how much? I did. Did you hear how much the barrel is going to cost? Because they're planning on selling the barrel alone.
$1,400.
$1,000 for the barrel.
$1,000.
$1,000.
For not a rifled barrel.
Yeah.
For not a rifle.
See, but it's just so bad because, like a rifled barrel, a normal rifled barrel, like a functional one, it spins a bullet.
It does.
And thus increases the accuracy. A shotgun with smoothbore, if you're wanting to shoot slugs out of it, you can get rifled slugs and get some form of accuracy out of it.
Yeah.
Decent.
Or the sabos or the sabots, whatever the hell they call them.
Well, if you have a rifled barrel, yeah, but you can just do rifled slugs and a smoothbore.
Yeah.
And expect some form of accuracy, a deer at, 75 yards or something. With straight lanes and grooves, you can't fire a rifle.
You have to shoot a football out. You have to shoot a football.
Yeah.
That's the only option is a football dart.
Or multiple projectiles.
This is also a bad idea. Yes.
Yes. You could stack or get a 17 cal projectile in there with fins on it in a sabo, so it comes out and has fins on it like a rocket. Just hits them like a pellet.
Stop talking.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
You should get a job at Franklin Armory. You got quality ideas.
What bothers me the most is it's not even necessarily the rifle they're not an SDR.
Right.
It didn't bother me so much.
Firearm.
It was the friggin' fact that he said an 11-inch SBR rifle is pretty much only good out at 50 yards anyway.
Yeah. No.
Are you high?
I would expect more of that out of a 9mm.
So he said at 50 yards you're losing stability. He said he was getting keyhole rounds at 50 yards.
Right.
So that means it's tumbling.
When he was pushed.
Right. And that means it's tumbling. The instant one of those rounds starts tumbling, you don't know where it's going to go. That's why I made the comment that you're going to be lucky to hit a 4-foot board at 100 yards. Because after the point when it starts tumbling, it no longer follows your natural trajectory.
Yeah.
Like that damn thing is doing weird.
Now, given this, they did put the binary trigger in there. So, if you want to be super tactical and you want to just sling lead, and you want to hit something at 100 yards, you got 30 rounds, flip it on binary mode, you have something that's going to do multiple projectiles, essentially.
But it's pointless for home defense because if you have a family and somehow that guy gets between you and...
Did you play GoldenEye back in the day?
Yes.
Okay, you remember the Club? It's actually a CZ gun that was in the game. Horrible accuracy. Like, at 50 yards, you're looking at like a 5-inch group. The thing is, it was fully automatic and you could dual wheel. So you just aim them in the direction, and they sounded freaking awesome. This thing is today's real-life Club. That's what they watched GoldenEye and they were like, hey, that's a good idea for a gun, and they made it.
I'll say this. I would rather have a high point 10mm than that gun.
Ouch.
And on that transition, High Point came out with a 10mm carbine. Thoughts?
Cool.
It's like a moped. I'd love to...
Their high point carbines are awesome.
They are. That's the only good thing they make.
They're pot metal.
I take that back. Like the pistols, they run. They don't run great.
They do.
But they run. They're not pretty. But
I mean, if
run.
it's the absolute only thing you can afford ever, then a freaking high point pistol is the way to go. Because what's a high point go for? Like $100?
125. I believe.
125. There you go.
You're not going to find something else in that price range that is at least fairly reliable.
Although Ruger, they are making
securities.
the run for the money.
They are
because they're going to what? They're going to be like what? 250.
The
$300?
MSRP is 300. MSRP is something they're going for 300, and we'll go there next. So the Ruger Security Series.
It's not an American.
It's not an American.
And same lines, the EC9.
Yeah, because that's the striker fired
even less expensive.
LCP, right?
Striker fired LC9. It's an LC9S with fixed sights that are non-removable. I mean, it's a more budget-friendly LC9S.
But hey, it's not a Taurus curve.
That's true.
Hey, I
have an LCP2. He disappeared. The LCP2, on the other hand, like the LCP2, that single action trigger. That thing's actually not bad. I sent you the picture, right?
Yeah.
Especially for me shooting.
I was impressed with it. I mean, anybody shooting that.
I'm happy with that thing. So next, let's go ahead with this Magpul thing. So apparently Magpul came out with $1,000 stock for a Remington 700.
Yes. So
this is this is that aluminum thing.
It's a mix between aluminum and polymer.
Okay.
I haven't seen much of it other than the price.
It's got a fixed stock option. It's got a folding stock option
for $9.99.
For $9.99.
For $100
I didn't know the fixed stock was.
It was $100 cheaper for the fixed stock.
It's like fully aluminum bedded or something. I don't know all the buzzwords they use, but it's basically their answer to like the PRX. It's like
so it's an aluminum chassis with a plastic overmold.
I couldn't tell you how.
We'll call it like it is. It's going to be a damn fine stock.
But I feel like Magpul,
they went from for a Magpul product.
Well, they went from their workhorse line of products that are reasonably priced for the most part, and then like I think their most expensive stock is the UBR and the PRS. But then they go Gen 2, and they went full on, and they're like $1,000. I was like, holy shit!
Yeah, they do have.
I was expecting something like 700.
They do have the 700 Hunter, just the stock,
which is an awesome stock,
and I think that's a pretty good deal.
I don't have an opinion because I just found out about this thing like an hour ago.
Yeah,
and I never looked at pictures or anything, so I don't even know.
I've seen one picture and I saw the video and it looks freaking sweet.
Now on the things that Josh hasn't heard anything about, 590A1 external magazine. It's a box magazine.
It is. Removable box magazine.
So like the Ace Tactical, the black Ace
Tactical.
Like
the Ace Tactical. It appears to be a double stack. They offered it 5, 10, 15, and 20 rounds. Huge.
It is. The kicker for me.
It's not bad looking. I mean, I get the function of it.
I mean, it's a box fed shotgun. They're all kind of funny looking.
Yeah, it's just.
But the kicker for me was the action
chainsaw grip.
on it.
Chainsaw grip.
It's a pump.
No, it's just normal.
That's my biggest thing. It's a pump. It's a pump with. I don't know. I see pump shotguns as not like a one-time use thing, or I don't know. I guess it maybe makes sense if you're like hunting and you're expecting to kill 20 deer.
It's a novelty.
See, I don't know about hunting because it's just another thing hanging off your gun.
Right. Like it's I'm a proponent of tube-fed in pump shotguns.
At that point, you might as well get the IWI, bullpup.
Yes. Or even something in semi-auto.
See, now
if you're going to have that many rounds, get a semi-auto.
The 590 doesn't bother me as much as...
But it's not far off.
No.
They don't make good entry-level semi-autos that are box-fed for the civilian market.
Right. Well, I mean, the Mossberg semi-autos, they're okay.
Yeah, I'd love the 930 with the box fed.
Yeah, that's the thing is... And I guess that's my big pet peeve, is they dump this money into a box-fed pump.
Yeah. No, I mean...
Put the money into the box-fed semi-auto, entry-level, and give us a box-fed...
Come on with something like the
semi-auto for like $600.
If they put out a box-fed 930, though, it'd be $1,000 shotgun, and we'd be bitching about that for sure.
They should just come out with...
That's why I said $700.
They should.
I'm a big stickler on price.
At least for me, because it'd be 80s cool. They should have came out with not a clone, but like something similar to the Striker.
Street
with a butt stock. That would be freaking awesome.
See, now the Mossberg doesn't bother me as much. I mean, it is what it is. Some people like that magazine. The Black Ace has been out forever.
Yeah.
and it works just fine. But the one that bugs me is Remington just released in their TAC 14. They released a external magazine fed version of that. Like they just released their 870 earlier this year with a box magazine. So now you have this. I mean, fairly short shotgun, as short as you're going to get without a stamp. But then it's got a 5-round box magazine hanging out of it. So now you have it just changed the whole. It's not sleek or streamlined anymore. Now you have this big box hanging off.
Maybe. Just maybe, Mossberg watched an episode of Sons of Guns, and they're like, hey, it ain't never been done before.
No, that was Franklin Armory. Still not letting it go.
Damn.
Alright, let's move on to the SIG P65. So the SIG P65, 365, sorry, SIG P365. So this thing is it's a subcompact, or a micro compact, what's that? It's the size of a single stack subcompact with a 10-round magazine, and well, I'll let you go first.
It's like a shield, right? Shield size?
It's smaller, it's Glock 34 or 43 size.
But double stack.
But
the thickness is the same as a Glock 43.
Similar.
Almost. It's within 0.12 inches, I think. I think 43 is
interesting.
I have a 43 and I have a 26, and dimensionally they're the same guns, except the 26 is obviously wider. It's 10 plus 1. It was also designed 20
years ago.
30 years ago. Personally, and this is just me being a Glock guy, I'd rather have the 43 or the 26 than the 365, but I think the 365 is very innovative. It's one of my favorite pistols that SIG has come out with recently. 250, 290.
I got a 250 mold.
I will say this.
It's worthless now.
I hate the way it looks.
It's not the best looking.
It looks the same. It looks like a tiny 320, which is freaking disgusting.
Honestly,
I hate the way it looks.
All I'm picturing right now
Yeah.
is a miniature Beretta 92.
No.
I know, but
No,
that's
that's
all
a
I have.
Bobcat.
That's all I have in my head.
It looks like a refined 290.
It is a refined 290.
It is a refined 290.
But at that point, why not just carry a freaking compact gun?
It's small.
Well,
Like this
290
thing
is a lot smaller than that.
This thing is
I know,
small.
but I'm just saying, like,
So-
I can get more controllable
and
accuracy
you
out
can.
of the
better
CZ.
accuracy for the shooter at least.
Yeah, than I can out of a freaking 365,
But okay, so here's the
That's
it
neither here nor
fits
there.
an interesting niche that
It does.
the 43 and the Shield and the XDS were dominating,
Yes.
and Shield
Yeah.
didn't really have a contender in there. They had the 938, but it was not striker fire.
The
It was
XDS.
single action. The SIG didn't have a contender.
Oh, right. Okay, I thought you said Smith.
I mean, they technically do. The 938 and
Yeah, the 938, but it was not striker fire.
Right,
the... Yeah.
and it's heavy.
It's heavy, and it's a nice gun, but
And
it's
it's
also
single
not. It's not the
It's-
same price category. Either.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, neither is the 365.
Oh, I didn't see
$600. They're going into a market where
bad.
That's not
but
bad
you gotta
for SIG
remember.
prices.
But you got no. It's not bad for SIG prices, but you got to remember, like the 43 is pulling in $450. The Shield can be found on sale for $300.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Sub $300.
So you're competing with a Rammy at this point.
Yes, yeah. Price-wise, they're competing with a Rammy. Now it is considerably
Or
smaller
26.
than a Rammy. A Rammy you're looking at, or 26. A Rammy you're looking at about 1.25 inches in width. But you got to remember, this is a polymer pistol too. The Rammy is heavy. It is a heavy little gun, and so I mean, SIG just brought out the same amount of rounds in a smaller package.
Wait, you have a
With-
polymer frame one?
No, I don't. They make them, but I don't.
But you have the aluminum frame.
Yes, but it's still heavy.
And
It's the aluminum frame weighs within 2 ounces of not this one of my PO1.
And it shoots so
It's-
nice. It shoots so much nicer than my 26.
It does, but that's because
I
it's a
love my
CZ.
26.
It's because it's a CZ, Andy.
Well, it's because it's twice the weight.
It's a CZ. It's a CZ.
I can have different sights. Trijicon HD.
I know, right?
Damn it.
You're just gonna have to
Trijicon. If you watch this, you motherfuckers, you make the damn Trijicon HDs for CZ. I'm serious. Like
We will
CZ
settle for True Glow eye dots.
No, True Glow.
Yeah,
Boo.
that's pushing it. Ameriglows though.
What's the XS? XS
Ameriglow.
eye dots.
Oh my gosh, yes. The new XS's. XS, if you see this and you beat Trijicon,
He will
to that
buy a
market-
set.
Well, I'll buy a set.
He will not only buy a set, he will buy a set.
Every CZ guy
Man.
will buy a set.
Wait,
Like,
is it,
seriously.
wait, do I not know about this?
You don't know about this. Hey, this is a good. So you know XS makes big dots for CZs, right? Did you know
Correct.
XS? Okay. So XS just came out with a new sight. What's it called?
It's their IDOT.
I don't remember what they're called. So,
has it got the V? Is it? Or is
no,
it
it's a real sight. It's a square.
It's a standard sight.
Yeah, standard sight with the
3-dot.
Yes,
3-dot,
yeah.
not a V.
Right.
But it's not a 3-dot.
It's not a 3-dot. It's an 2-dot. So it's got the dot underneath and the big.
Set up like a.
Here's the thing, though: is it's a large, high visibility front sight. Mm-hmm. So it's an orange big dot on a normal notched rear, like what would be a 3-dot sight, but it's so it's got the single dot of tritium in the back, single dot of tritium in the front, and the front is luminescent, so you can charge it with a flashlight. So not only does it have a tritium dot, but you can also charge.
So it's got a tritium dot and
both. So
how much is
basically, we don't know yet. So I'm guessing probably 110, 115, like 110 to 125. So
I'm guessing
normal big dots.
I'd like to be surprised.
150.
I'd like to be surprised at being surprised.
But here's the thing: is I don't know if they're making right now. It's only released for Glock, but if the NMMPs, but if they can bring that out for CZ, like they're going to take the CZ sight market because
both of them.
Right. The only thing that we've got available right now is the Trijicon TFX Pros, which suck. No,
whoever makes it.
True Glow TFX Pros, which I hate. They're just not good sights. They don't do anything well. And then Dawson's are good sights, but they don't give you that quick acquisition for like self-defense.
You do have KV Gunworks though.
It's just
those are Dawson's.
Right, but I mean they've got the Trijicon front.
Yeah, that's what this is running.
Just standard 3-dot.
They're okay.
Standard 3-dot duty sights.
They're okay, but they're not Trijicon HDs.
No, but they're modeled after.
They are, but they're not like they. So it's like 75% of an HD, but it's not a Trijicon HD. But basically the point is if they can bring these out, these are essentially Trijicon HDs.
Yeah.
But their version of it. Dude, we could get Trijicon HDs for CZ. That would be amazing.
I would love.
I'll buy them. Will you buy them?
Well, yeah.
I'll buy them for 150.
I honestly
don't do that.
I have no idea why Trijicon hasn't come out with HD sights for CZs.
Especially with how popular they're getting right now. CZ's sales have...
See, I disagree. I think CZs have been popular forever. And
they have,
there's
but
no
they've
reason.
grown in the last 2 years. You have to admit that they've grown in the last 2 years.
100%, especially since they came out with the P10.
Right.
I mean, the P10, the Scorpion, the P10, the Brand.
Why do they not make a sight for it?
See, and I'll say this as well. How popular is the Beretta 92A1 platform?
Yeah.
No more popular. I mean, I prefer Beretta personally over CZ myself for a full-size pistol, but I will agree that it is no more popular than an SPO1. But they make HD sights for that. But
I guarantee that the Beretta models with the replaceable sights are less popular than CZ models.
There's only 2 models with
That's
replaceable
my point.
sights.
Is there anything else new that came out?
Streamline.
The Colt. The Colt.
Wait, no, we have to talk about this.
Okay, we'll talk
I
about
have been whining about Streamline this whole
He's gonna
time.
cry if we don't talk about
Colt
this.
sucks anyway.
So Streamlight.
Okay,
What
2
did they come out
products.
with?
So Streamlight came out with the TLR7 and the TLR8, obviously. I don't have a whole lot of information on them other than I love their size. And he wants one. So I'll be able to have more experience with them.
Hear that? Send it
But
to you.
what I'm really excited about is up until 2 years ago, I carried a Streamline MicroStream every day because up in attics and down in crawl spaces and everything, it was awesome because it fit right in my pocket. But I lent it to somebody when we were hunting and they lost it and never replaced it. Not you, because he carries his own flashlight because he's a big boy. But I liked it because it was that size flashlight. It ran on a AAA battery, ran for freaking ever. It was 18 lumens, so it wasn't a ton, but it was focused and it did its job well. Well, Streamline just released their new MicroStream LED USB rechargeable. Same exact size flashlight, obviously USB rechargeable, 250 lumens.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
I don't know the specs on this.
250 lumens. 250 lumens high. I don't know what the low is. Runtime on low is 3.5 hours. Runtime on high is 1.5 hours. Now this isn't a flashlight.
Still.
Sorry.
No, you're
This big.
Can you get it in there? Yeah.
The other thing I'm super excited about is their new rechargeable batteries that they just came out with.
Wait, really quick, what's the price point on the rechargeable flashlight?
Well, the non-rechargeable, the old one was
$20.
18 to 20 bucks. This one, I just looked it up, is like 32.
I'm buying one.
Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't.
Screw cheap shit, I'm buying one.
Now, the other thing I'm super excited about from Streamlight, and I am excited about the TLR7, I just haven't done a lot of research on it yet, but they have rechargeable batteries. Not like normal rechargeable batteries. They have USB rechargeable batteries. And it appears that they have AAA, AA, and I'm really thinking they're going to have CR123s.
Oh.
Because those of us that run weapons lights don't want to pay out the butt for CR123 batteries. Yeah, to be able to run a weapons light and have a rechargeable battery like that, I think that's really cool.
So that's it for this time, guys. If you like this format, go ahead and like and subscribe down below. Let us know through the comments if you think that we should do more of these things, if you thought our insight was useful, or if you disagree with us on anything. If you do, post it down there. We'll still argue with you.
You have every right to disagree with us.
That's true. We don't
Go for it.
We don't know shit. But remember, I appreciate every one of you. And until next time, do your research, get informed, and get to work.
At least you have a bathroom.
I have that too. I have a chair and an office.
It's the little things in life.
I have an office where I can fart, and nobody knows, for the most part.
Right?
You know, honestly,
You're not recording that, are you?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
That to her. You can never see too many wrinkly old penises. And anyway, guys, remember, I appreciate every one of you. And damn, I keep fucking that up.
Bitches.